Every snow, every color. A podcast.
A podcast?
Hi, Pookies. Hi, creators.
Need your mic past that.
Oh, mine looks so cute.
Whoa.
Yeah. Wat? Dit was nou.
Kort ons pointers.
Ja, maybe.
Okay. 'n sekond asseblief, dankie.
Right. Hi.
So this is our first time doing an actual podcast. We're actually not sure what to do. But we decided the best way for you guys to experience the full concept and grasp the full concept of what we have in mind for the Creator 2025 is to do this. We need to do something a little bit more long format. You guys won't be able to get the full vision if we just put out like 5 Instagram posts.
Yeah.
Like you won't be able to get that full vision. So I mean, there will be a full podcast release somewhere. Most likely on our website on clubcreate.studio/tour. Yeah, the website will be live when you guys see this. And we'll probably put the full episode there, but just all snippets everywhere on social media. But yeah, I feel like we can get started.
Cool.
Cutie, we have our things here just so we don't forget. Okay, I think you can start, hey? Yeah. Who are you? What is your name? And where are you from?
This feels like an interview. I'm Monique.
Nice to meet you.
From Pretoria.
All right. Me too.
Yeah, so I studied fashion media. Graduated this year actually, so I'm very excited to start with this again, and obviously this year is going to be so much bigger, so much better. So we are very excited about that. And yeah.
And tell us, like, why do you feel like the Creator is such an important part, especially focused on what you studied and your knowledge behind it?
I think basically what I studied, this is everything put into one package, which is absolutely perfect. So
especially for like the students out there that's like really wanting to either build their hours, build their experience, build their portfolios. Like you don't, as a student, you don't get the opportunities to really work with industry professionals. Like we're still young, but I would say I'm pretty into the network of people and into that community. So
this is obviously a big thing for networking.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm Bjorn. I'm also from Pretoria, from Centurion actually, the faraway distant location there, the island there at the back. But it's so nice. It's very chill. Rent's cheap. But yeah, I am completely self-taught. I started my business when I was 15. So this is my 6th year now. And it's such a crazy story how I literally never thought I would do this. And I just started taking random photos of myself, advanced self-portraits, focused on like storytelling, emotions, and all of that. Yeah. And then
the self-portraits.
Yeah.
Started with that.
Yeah, it is. And now it's 6 years later, and we are in such a different point. The last 3 years of my business have been so insane. It's now my full-time job, and I shoot approximately about 40 to 50 shoots a month, which is insane, and everything's organic. I don't do ads, nothing like that. All of it's organic people that I focus hard on my business and focus hard on my marketing and how I get myself out there and personal branding.
Customers.
Exactly. So, I mean, that's also why I wanted to help you and like be part of the Creator so that we can bring that like personal branding and experience into the workshop. Like you have the knowledge and the fashion and that like whole thing you studied for. You literally have the degree in this, and I have the experience and the networking opportunities and like put together. That's really like the dream combo.
We are the dream combo.
Woo. And then I don't know, I feel like this is so weird, just continuing conversation. How far the project has come. Yeah.
So last year was interesting.
It was.
So we obviously wanted to do the full tour last year.
Yeah. Our tour is actually inspired by Marina Williams, Yes, Colourpop. She's a Utah-based. No, she actually moved just now.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she moved out of Utah.
Utah.
But she was Utah-based. That's where she's most popular of being. And she has a workshop in America called Colourpop.
Yeah.
And that was our reason behind our branding as well. It was like very bold and colorful and everything. But I don't think South Africa is made for bold and colorful. Like you guys just see it as childish, and it didn't work for us last year. But that's the whole concept. We wanted to bring that amazing workshop where she literally travels throughout America, 10 different locations, 10 nights with all photographers together, building their portfolios and building the workshops and presets and all of that. We wanted to bring that to Gauteng, because not necessarily to Gauteng, to South Africa, because that is not a thing that exists here.
No, not at all.
And last year's plan, it was
we decided to downscale it.
From what?
From being a full tour, so obviously Pretoria, I think we did want to do Durban.
Yes.
Can't remember.
Yes, and we wanted to do Bloemfontein as well at Cape Town.
Yes.
So we wanted to basically do the 3 major cities in South Africa for our first project.
I think that was a bit
little ambitious. Little ambitious.
Dreaming big.
Yes. So our biggest issue was people can't see
the vision without.
There was nothing like this ever in South Africa. It doesn't exist. So it's so hard to market.
We didn't have any content like that we did or anything like that. So
there's no way for us to market this extreme workshop. So we're reinventing the wheel. Last year we did a smaller version of it, and we did only Pretoria, where we did 4 different setups in one location. All editorial, color-based, fabrics and makeup, and
we did 5.
Yes, 5 different setups. Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
And it was so amazing.
Very good. Yeah.
Like, it was an amazing start for us, and that's why this year we know what to do, what not to do.
Definitely.
So
yeah, and I would say, even from the people that did attend, we had 5 people there last year.
Yes.
Yeah, which isn't a lot, but it's a lot for a first year. You were really like happy with the 5 people. And they all came back saying it was such an incredible experience. The makeup artists they met, the models they met. I mean, one of the models is now our current Miss Supra, Lebo Rapuzzo. Very, very proud of you. So it's such influential people we have there to connect with. And if you really like show your worth, the high possibility of your work being shown to much bigger people is so big. And this year we have even bigger people. My career has changed so much. I
think the photographers as well, that actually think it, like, it's insane looking at where they were and where they are now.
Definitely. They're now fully booked, basically. Like, they were photographers that just started out, and now they're also at a point of completely rebranding themselves, completely like trying to manage all bookings. They're all full-time photographers. So we could see that impact, and that was on such a small scale.
And we wanted bigger and better.
Exactly. What is new this year for us? What do you feel like is the biggest change for us this year?
Well, obviously the 3 locations, the whole upscale, the whole rebranding, everything. But I would say like the biggest thing is us trying to make this a traveling experience as well, while like obviously building a community.
Definitely.
With working throughout this.
Definitely. Yeah. So like we said previously, the branding last year was very bold and colorful.
Yeah.
Very nice, but bold and colorful. So this year we decided rather go for clean, minimalistic, very elegant, very magazine. You think Vogue, and that is the Create. So our brand, that is the Create in total. Club Create is what we're now starting to call it. Includes our Create House and now the Create Tour.
Because we actually do have a studio this year, which is crazy.
Last year we didn't even have a studio. This we have a whole new space that you all probably know as the Create House. And we have 4 very exciting setups that we're planning on doing in the Create House in Pretoria. And the first one, we'll put some like inspiration up probably somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe not. So we'll see how the editing goes. And then there's nothing. But the first setup is natural light, basically focusing on the people that doesn't have studio lighting, people doesn't have all of the equipment,
So
and
all
you
natural
basically
light
just have
studios,
your camera.
yes.
So, but to make this a little bit different, instead of just the model sitting there, plain background,
We want
nothing.
different. We want
Exactly.
editorials. So.
You should come here and leave with stuff you have never seen before in South Africa. And one of it is we scrolled through Pinterest for so long and we found this idea. There's literally, these 2 photos are the only 2 photos that are on Pinterest like this. There's nothing else like this.
Nothing in studio.
Nothing in studio. So we're bringing on hay bales and floral installation together. So it's this like country.
Focusing on colors and textures as well.
Yeah.
But cowgirl meets I don't even know what.
Cowgirl meets like Vogue. I assume everything is basic concept meets Vogue. So we're focused on like beading and like super unique hats. A very nice florist that we'll have on set to make this concept. We have this very stunning horse stable friends of mine that we're bringing in with the hay bales. And then the model will definitely be someone probably, I'm going to ask Leanda. Hey, she would be perfect for this. Perfect. And Leanda Zuma, you all know Leanda. So Leanda, if you're seeing this, girl, we got you. You better come, hey? And then setup 2.
Focusing on studio lights. So obviously, I think this is going to be a big one. So I think it was last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah. I think last year.
Yeah, B did a water setup in his old studio.
Yeah.
And I think we're bringing that to life again this year. But obviously,
asking, you've been begging, but I was like, I've already done it twice. We need to level up.
Yeah, level up, reflections, lighting, everything. We want to change it. So I think this one is going to be super exciting. I'm very
And the designers, what do you think?
Also no. You don't want it.
Designer.
Gerard Pinot. Oh my soul! He has this dress. It's stunning. It's literally
that exact inspo, like that inspo. So I'm actually close to him, so we're pretty sure we'd be able to get that. And I think that'll really be such a game changer. And we'll pair it with stunning jewelry. I'll probably work with 9 Muses as well.
Yes.
For some jewelry sponsor and everything. Makeup, probably. I would say this would be really nice for Caroline.
Yeah,
something different for her.
Yes.
Because last year she did a bold look. Yeah, she did a bold look last year on makeup. So I think this year doing like this super glowy vibe would be so stunning. And then like the slick back, swirly whirlies in the hair.
It's gonna be a bit more silver vibes.
There's gold.
Yeah.
And probably not 9 Muses because they do gold.
No, but they started with
silver.
So
you better fix yourself. No, I'm joking. You're doing great. Cute.
And then setup 3, focusing on the makeup.
Yeah. The power of makeup. You guys don't know.
Skin.
The moment I started working with an in-house makeup artist, kind of almost always having makeup on my clients, I know sometimes you feel like you want to be all natural, and that's perfect. That's really perfect, especially if you're like clean girl aesthetic, everything like that. But you don't know the power of makeup. You can look so natural, but when you incorporate makeup and studio lighting, it just elevates it to such a new level. And this introduces a nice thing about retouching.
Yes.
Frequency separation, all of that.
100% editing.
Yeah. So this is a key point for us to showcase that side and doing more commercial work for you, incorporating skincare products like Angelique Cosmetics that we want to also incorporate in this. Angelique will probably be part of this as well, Angelique Herber, to do a mentorship about personal branding and so, and how she started her company out of something that quote unquote isn't relevant, but making it a thing that she loves.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is the same why we do beauty. It's like you won't necessarily become just a sole beauty photographer, just doing like skin and makeup photos. But this
I think with this as well, that makes it a bit different is not only focusing on the skin, the textures, all of that. It's the color, because we want it to be flowers, like florals, but heavy, like editorial makeup that you don't see, basically. So it's going to be different. So yeah.
Definitely. And then our fourth setup.
I'm so excited about
I
this.
know. I was like, what do we do? And she was like,
product shoot.
And I was like, oh, but
Jewelry.
yeah, I was like, it's a bit basic. And she was like, nah,
No,
I got you.
I've saved so many pictures of like jewelry photos, but in the weirdest settings, like on a pineapple or like the weirdest.
I mean, these are like loads of jewelry falling out of a box into a bowl of cereal.
So it's super editorial. It's magazine.
It's magazine.
But yeah, it's very different.
Yeah.
It's very weird. So I think we're gonna love exploring like with that.
Exactly. And it's such also a great point for learning how to use your camera and everything, because this adds such a level of depth and knowing how to focus, right? Knowing how to shoot with a higher aperture.
Yeah.
And even if you shoot with lower apertures on such a small element, to still get the focus on the correct spots.
Yes.
And the high shutter speed with, like, for example, the jewelry falling out of the box, knowing how to balance that and get the perfect shot.
Yeah.
Very, very exciting stuff. And then we're moving on to our secret location that we don't know yet. So we're like really wanting it to be perfect.
We have the vision.
We have the vibes.
Yeah, we have the vibes. It's stunning.
It's so stunning.
And I think it's going to be more focused on videography as well as photography.
The entire workshop, by the way, is focused on videography and photography.
Yeah.
It's a mix of both.
But this location will be more
primarily
storytelling type of vibe.
Definitely.
Kind of Villa Italy, you know, wedding.
Yeah. And I possibly have a event coordinator, event designer that designs events and stuff like that. And she said she would be happy to help out. We just need to have a meeting with her, which we'll do soon. And we can see how we can incorporate that and literally have a full setup like this and create a full story, basically as if you're part of a wedding.
Yeah.
And from the getting ready parts to the final, not necessarily ceremony, but we're skipping the ceremony. So from the getting ready all the way to like couple and together, and that mixture of storytelling and videography editing and photography of using natural light in a sense that it looks like there's so much manipulation with light, but it's all natural.
Yeah.
Very exciting stuff. That's a little bit more of a basic workshop, if I can put it that way.
Yeah.
But it's still a full day thing, from the makeup all the way to getting ready shots, all the way to the end, with photographers all helping together and really joining that world. Also that sense of when you are at a wedding, shooting with a second photographer you don't know.
Yeah.
That can sometimes be a little bit weird. I mean, I know some wedding stories that really doesn't go well with shooting with a second photographer. And this will help you know how to shoot with someone else.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like if we pair people up as if you're like a second photographer and you're the prime photographer, how to like balance that, that would be very nice. And then you guys can also experience that and use that on your portfolios. So the next location?
KwaZulu-Natal.
Yeah.
Super excited about this one.
This one was our biggest struggle. At first we were so concerned because we didn't know
like where, how.
Yeah, like we're Pretoria based. We're how based.
And I wanted beach and ocean.
Yeah,
and we didn't know
vibes. Where. Luckily, I shot a wedding last year in November at this absolutely stunning venue. So stunning. And we chatted to them. We've made a plan, and we're going to the Buerta house. So stunning.
The whole place.
The whole
place is ours.
Exactly. You haven't been there, but it's you've seen
I've seen all the videos, the photos, everything.
It's so beautiful. It's literally this massive mansion, 9 bedrooms. I don't know how many, probably 9 bathrooms. I think every bedroom has a bathroom.
Nice.
So everyone has their own suites. It has beautiful living rooms, kitchen, everything like that. Grand staircase, old wooden flooring, private beach, massive pool. Like literally that pool that you see in the inspo, that's there.
So this is basically going to be from beach, ocean vibes. I think that's going to be a couple photo shoots as well. As well as maybe like getting a bikini brand or like swimwear brand, whatever, and then pool vibes.
Yeah.
Which is more content creation.
Exactly. Yeah. And we're also focusing a lot on the as if you were booked by the venue or by a venue to do content for them. So as if, let's say, for example, the influencer came to you and they were like, hey, X, Y, and Z resort phoned me. They need me to, they need us to like show them the space.
Yes.
Like we need to create content. How do we do that? Exactly. So you need to figure out what to do, because I mean that influencer, if it wasn't an influencer that already did content like this, like do they know how to create this content?
No.
So you need
what
to
type
know.
of photos do you take?
Exactly.
Everything.
And if you're a photographer that just started out, like how would you even market yourself to be able to do content like this for influencers? Like they wouldn't reach out to you because you have nothing like this. And now
you build your portfolio.
Exactly. And it's such a great opportunity for you to also travel and get out there. I mean, we're literally giving you all the right things.
Everything.
You don't need to worry for food.
Couples. Literally.
Exactly.
Yeah, all of them.
From setups wise, you literally do everything.
Let's talk tickets.
So the first one, 22 August 2025.
Pretoria.
And we're doing the Studio Visionary Pass, which is the workshop only ticket. So this is for the editorial storyteller.
Yes. Four unique setups.
Exactly. We stepped into a styled shoot setups with industry level lighting, setup design, a day where it's really about sharpening the clean commercial edge of your photos. So what's included in this ticket for literally only 2,200 rands? I know you guys feel like that's much, but I mean, if you book, let's say, an hour and a half shoot with a photographer, that's 2 to 3 grand. This is a full day thing, including your meals.
Full day studio workshop. Breakfast, lunch, drinks. A goodie bag with a magazine.
Yeah.
Digital magazine.
Studio only, the studio, like one workshop only tickets have a digital print.
Yes.
So it's a digital version of the magazine with like your work featured in it and so.
Yeah.
Depending on like how it goes and everything.
Yeah.
And then the VIP ticket, which we'll talk about later on, the all-in, that you get like priority pick, if I can put it that way.
Yeah.
You get VIP showcases of your work and you get an actual digital print of the full magazine.
Yeah, you get it printed out.
Yes.
Anyways, one-on-one creative mentorships. And then obviously there's going to be so many guests on. So we're going to get some few exciting like people.
Public figures.
So yeah.
Very, very exciting stuff. And then we're moving on to our second location on the 23rd of August, the Golden Storyteller Pass.
Yeah. Which is basically also the same
concept.
Yeah. It includes the same stuff.
Yeah. But this day is more focused on location shooting, like how to guide your energy, how to guide motion, how to really reflect on things and make sure that you get the perfect stuff.
Yeah.
And that one's only 1,008. I mean, you get 400 rand.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
And you get the same amount of value, hey? You get also your food, your goodie bags, everything. And it's 400 rand off.
Add it to the cart.
Add to cart. Or just book the full one, hey? Yeah. Just book the full one. But if you can't, book both of these, hey?
Yeah.
And then we go to KwaZulu-Natal.
So if you are there,
if you're based in KwaZulu-Natal.
Or like if you're here and you want to go on your own.
You're more than welcome to.
By all means.
More than welcome to.
And this is also basically same thing that it includes. Obviously just a whole different vibe.
Yeah, this one's on such an incredible venue. So that already is such a high pass in all of the books. And it's only an hour's drive from Durban. Keep that in mind. Like it's not that far. It's in Pennington in KwaZulu-Natal. Yeah. But it's literally an hour's drive from Durban Center. And it's in such a stunning place. And we have so many different setups. The full day thing. We're there for 2 days, but the workshop's only on 1 day.
Yeah.
And I mean, the ones
Maybe have editing days and
definitely,
chill.
definitely. And that's the same price as the Pretoria setup.
Yeah.
Because in Pretoria, we have such big influencers and very unique setups that makes that one so special.
Yeah.
And then the Durban one's in such a beautiful location that makes this one so special. So, I mean, for literally the price of an hour-and-a-half photo shoot with a photographer, just all the photographers out there, book 1 hour-and-a-half shoot with a client and take that money and put it to the workshop. You won't even miss it.
No.
And I mean, you have this incredibly stunning place. And then
the all-in creator ticket.
This one, everyone sees the price tag, 9,900, and they're like,
no. This is for the no limits creator. And it is all through the workshops. So all days, all access, premium perks. Yeah, so basically we start in Pretoria, go to Joburg. Cut. Okay. We start in Pretoria. Wow. We start in Pretoria. Then the next day, we go to
second
location. And then from there,
the
next day, we go to
make our way to KwaZulu-Natal,
yeah.
to the bridal house. That day is considered a rest day. Possibly a very, very exciting little extra location that you guys don't know about.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
And then obviously accommodation covered, drinks, meals covered. We have obviously the goodie bag, the magazine which will be printed, and then Nike editing masterclasses. So we will sit
at the end of every full workshop day. We're more than welcome to. We all get together. We have dinner. We have something nice, and we all edit together. So I mean, some people take all the photos, but then you don't know how to use it. You don't know how to edit. You're struggling with editing.
What do I do now?
Exactly. You have these nice photos, but I mean, my raws doesn't look the same as my final edits. How do I go from point A to point B?
Custom preset building
exactly.
sessions.
As you guys know, or might not know, I don't even put that out there. None of my work works presets. I've never bought a preset in my life.
No.
I've built my own from scratch 3 years ago, and I'm still building on that same assets to this day. Because we tried buying presets. Doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
From super big people. Doesn't work because it's not you. It doesn't work with your camera system, doesn't work with how you shoot.
I actually bought Marina Williams presets.
It's fantastic if you have an exact system and an exact settings. But if you use it anything else,
never used it on any of my photos.
Because it just doesn't feel authentic.
It's not me. It's
exactly. So this is no, but this is why we do custom preset building, so that you can find out what works for you and really get that like that ding at the end of your photos. Yes. So for 9,900, if you think that it's expensive, add on all of these, then you're already sitting at 45 grand. Then you have 4 grand left to play with. Now you need to do all the admin, by the way, of all the setups you need to do. You need to get food for yourself for all of those setups. You need to pay for all the extra workshops that you get, like the masterclasses and the editing and the guest speeches and the printed magazines and your accommodation for the Buerta house, your travel to there, everything.
Traveling is also included in this.
Yeah, travel's included.
I don't know. I don't think we mentioned that.
No, we didn't.
Traveling is included.
You guys hop on with us and we drive with you. You drive with us.
Yeah.
We don't drive with you. You guys would drive with us all the way there. So, I mean, exciting stuff. Very, very exciting stuff. And if you're very interested in this, please go to our website on clubcreate.studio/tour.
/tour.
And then go to our tickets or send us a WhatsApp and say what you're wanting to. Send us a DM, send us a comment. Do whatever you have to do. We're on everything, on our personal pages, our creator page.
Reserve your tickets. Buy your tickets. All in.
See you there. Let's go.
Whoa.
Wow.